Perception Survey conducted nationwide between January and February. It measured social cohesion, revealing a distressing social cohesion index of 46.8% below the acceptable 50% benchmark. The poll noted the citizens' growing distrust and low public confidence in governance and public institutions. According to it, 83% of Nigerians expressed little or no trust in the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Invariably, 82% said the same thing about the National Assembly under the Senate President Godswill Akpabio and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas. It's actually not surprising. Remember last week you heard of the imbroglio or the clash that occurred between Godswill Akpabio and Senator Opeyemi Bamidele, the majority leader in the National Assembly, where Opeyemi Bamidele expressed that he was frustrated and he felt like resigning. Akpabio shouted down at him and told him to sit down. He is the one speaking. He is in charge of the Senate, and also told him that he's a two-time governor, minister, and a senior ranking member in the Senate. And are we surprised? It took more than 48 hours. In fact, 3 days after, they are now releasing a press statement disclosing that the report was actually false, that there was no clash between the president of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, and the Senate leader, Opeyemi Bamidele, during a recent executive session. Now, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Senator Yemi Adaramodu, remember that journalists tried to reach out to him on that very day that report came out, but he couldn't be reached. He couldn't respond to calls. He did not say anything. So possibly they needed to package some things and know how their response is going to be. While he described the claims as baseless and misleading, he insisted that the reports misrepresented standard legislative processes as signs of internal discord. So according to the Senate spokesperson, vigorous debate remains a hallmark of parliamentary democracy and does not indicate disunity amongst its members. Adaramodu stressed that the deliberations, whether in plenary or committee session, should not be mistaken for personal altercations or signs of division within the Senate leadership. Really? After you expressed that the Senate president is autocratic, doesn't call for meetings as it when due, and you also said that you were frustrated and that you actually felt like resigning your position as Senate Majority Leader. It's not a personal thing, it's just deliberations and altercations normally in the Senate. Okay, interesting. Remember that this is a political climate, right? 2027 is basically what the hallmark is. Nigerians, after complaining, some Nigerians, a couple of persons still feel that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing the right thing. They feel his policies are working, and that regardless, they call him somebody who is politically sagacious and he understands politics. While the opposition political parties are trying to grapple and understand where they belong or where they're heading, some persons are beginning to give a futuristic benchmark, that is a prediction of how the 2027 elections will go. And one of such persons is Fireme. You remember him, right? I would like us to Fayose, rather, not Fireme. I would like us to briefly listen to him. He gave some permutations actually about what he considers, what he thinks the elections will be like in 2027, what will be the turn up, and he also briefly spoke on the situation within the People's Democratic Party. Let's listen to him here.
And I can never deny my relationship with Governor Wike. Wherever you find Wike, you will find me. No matter. You understand? Not because of today or because of tomorrow. I might not be happy with a few things. He might not be happy with a few things. But when you look at the good that he has stood to represent, for me, is worthy a friend to be with. And we all took decision, got aggrieved about the activities of the former president, Atiku Abubakar. And none of those persons or the governors that were part of that struggle had come back to say we are no more part of the struggle. So I'm still there. It's unfortunate we have crisis. But this crisis you are talking about, it's still a far cry compared to when President Buhari was in government. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you. Please go ahead.
So what I'm saying to you, don't let us deceive ourselves. It is the man that has the ball that gets best of attacks. Nigeria is a sick country. It will take heavens to pull it out at once. What can a man do in 3 years or 2.5 years? What miracle? What miracle can anybody do? Even if I become president of Nigeria, I can only do what I can do. The situation is critical, wide and deep. What can a man pull out of Nigeria since 1960? Which miracle? So don't let us come and discuss. In fact, Tinubu inherited, I've said it on this platform, inherited a very bad economy. Very bad situation. Everywhere was in trouble. So don't let us come here and start saying some people are talking. Atiku has been vice president. What miracle did they do? What miracle?
The confidence that you have, Governor Fayose, the ADC, the opposition political party heavyweight, are gathering in under one platform of the ADC, and they are shaking.
Only PDP. No, I disagree with you. The people that are in ADC, they are from PDP. I don't like mentioning names, Shehu. But let me tell you, it is PDP in another shell. Don't let anybody come and tell us that.
But that may not be 100% correct, sir. There are a lot of members of the PDP in the ADC, but you have the likes of John Oyegun in the ADC. You have the likes of Peter Obi in the ADC. You have,
let me tell you, I don't want to mention names, Shehu, because if you mention people like Oyegun, fantastic elder statesman, Oyegun is tired. People are mentioning, they are tired.
Is Peter Obi tired?
And tired. People are just.
What about Peter Obi?
Who? Peter Obi is still bouncing with energy.
What about Rotimi Amechi?
Talk about Peter Obi here. Look, Shehu,
all of them said they are with the ADC.
Congratulations, sir. I'm not contesting where you are, Shehu. They can be anywhere they are. You are only asking me to tell Nigerians the truth. This Tinubu, whether he's running, he's smiling, he's walking, everybody who wants to contest should go and wait for 2031. Oh. We cannot be telling lies to the people who cannot be managing words. This Tinubu, forget about you. Tinubu outside government consummated APC. Took that APC up, won defeated PDP in 2015. With all the opposition in 2023, the same Tinubu defeated everybody. So you think the man is Momo? You think he doesn't have brain? Even if he doesn't talk. It's only I don't have what it takes like him. I am a strategist. The man has taken over the whole of his house. He only needs little to do anything in the north. Don't let us deceive ourselves. Obi will still have a good showing, little by little, where necessary, but you can't deny that. I've always said the truth. Obi will have a good showing more than PDP, more than ADC. PDP will come fourth. ADC will come third. PDP will come fourth. ADC will come third. APC will come first. Obi will come second. ADC will come third. PDP will come fourth. Write it down. We can't be fooling people here.
Are you a prophet? Or has the result been written somewhere?
Shehu, you know that I don't know how to lie.
That is Fayose giving his permutation as to how he thinks 2027 will actually roll, and he sounded so confident as to what he considers will be the outcome for 2027 general elections. I must tell you that a lot is actually ongoing in that regard as Nigerians are looking ahead and looking for a soft spot. Meanwhile, Southeast Group, they've offered to buy 200 million naira APC presidential form for President Tinubu in 2027. Isn't that interesting? Oh yes, it's actually very, very interesting. Meanwhile, Babachir Lawal has revealed who the ADC will back for 2027 presidency. That's the former secretary to the government of the Federation has revealed that the coalition of opposition politicians will back whoever emerges the presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress Congress in the 2027 elections. And he also, as we do know, you have Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, Rotimi Amechi. They're all members of the coalition who have indicated interest in the ADC presidential ticket. So during an interview, he talked about the fact that they're expanding the ADC as a political party founded on democratic principles. But Kachuku believes that the ADC is finding itself on a slippery slope. This was during a very recent podcast where he talked about where he thinks the ADC is heading. According to him, he believes that this coalition of certain members whom he thinks were part of the problem in Nigeria's politics already know that they're on a slippery slope. He challenged their legitimacy, citing unresolved legal disputes in court over ADC leadership. According to him, Ralph Nwosu's term as ADC chairman expired 2 years ago, and he lacked the authority to transfer leadership to select persons in a controversial coalition. He said that only the court can decide the fate of the ADC, emphasizing that the opposition leaders allegedly bribed state chairpersons of the ADC to endorse their adoption of the party as an alliance platform. So Jumebi Kachuku has remained in one stay with one voice, but it is expected all of this will be coming. Opposition will definitely come up. The APC is not sitting on his arse, and I'm wondering why everyone is talking about Peter Obi. Deji Adeyanju believes that Peter Obi cannot defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu because, according to him, he feels that the APC is more organized and that even the ADC is not really certain. For example, he gave a permutation. He gave an instance. He said during the 2013-2014, when the APC formed its coalition, they all chose a consensus candidate. Everybody who wanted to be in the race, including Atiku Abubakar, he was also part of those who ran in the race. What's his name? Muhammadu Buhari. He was also there, and even I think a couple of other persons too who were in that coalition who ran. And Buhari emerged, and everybody backed the person. But that the ADC may find it difficult because you have a lot of persons wanting to be the presidential candidate. Some believe that Peter Obi shouldn't have found himself in this coalition because of the persons in it, and they also feel that there could be huge betrayal, all right, within the ADC. A lot of persons are trying to advise him like he doesn't know what he is doing, but it is expected that a lot of conspiracy theories will come out there. Another person who seems to be dragging the front line, talking about Peter Obi with every opportunity he has, possibly he wants to enter the inner fold of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu after he disclosed last week that he feels that the Yorubas have betrayed him or betrayed the Ijaws, and that he will form an alliance with the Northerners, that is, with the Northern Bloc. And it's quite surprising that he went on his Facebook platform to say a couple of things. I'm expecting Peter Obi's legal team to actually respond to this, but as Ari Dokubo says, he's not afraid and he seems very confident with what he disclosed on his platform. Again, remember that this is the era of things like this, so you need to be strong-minded to support your principle, because propaganda, this is just the beginning. Let's take a listen to this.
If you be president, I could put you out. And I never see where citizens they revolt, say this man not going to be president. If in your dream Peter Obi become president, I go put you out. We go declare him. He go bring the army now, no yeah. It be like another overhype people. Peter Obi, who is Peter Obi? The Yahoo fellow, somebody who has been accused or as a drug baron. There's a lady, she's in prison there in Peru that is sent as a courier. It was published in Nigerian newspaper. You people are accusing other people. The main drug baron is Peter Obi. And I want to bring the story out. I show you the other day, and I don't believe. Where is Peter Obi? A criminal, a drug baron. If as a drug baron, when you go court, we go bring the newspaper. Why at that time you know talks not be drug baron? He was accused publicly could not defend himself. A drug baron, and I don't just say I don't get any conviction. I am one of the most persecuted people in this country, one of the most arrested people in this country, one of the most detained people in this country, and yet no conviction. I know be Superman. Let Peter B go pass through what I pass through. Let Peter B pass through what I pass through, whether he will survive and come. A drug baron want to be Escobar, want to be president of Nigeria, Escobar.
Wahala. And I'm wondering, who is the Pablo Escobar here? I mean, we saw all the narratives that came out. Atiku Abubakar during the 2023 presidential election afterwards went all out to ensure that documentation of the president was brought out, the drug allegation, his certificates, his educational qualifications, its authenticity. He went all out. And I'm wondering, again, it is left for Peter Obi's legal team to let us know precisely what that means, like exactly why this kind of information is out there and we haven't seen or heard anything in regards. Some people are complaining that Peter Obi's media team are too lackadaisical. They do not know how to be very, very defensive, especially with receipts. Whenever it's conversations like this come up, how to defend it. Compared to the APC, you see a Larry Lionka, you say anything against Wike before you know he's responding harshly. You see a Daniel Obwala coming out to speak immediately. Any of anybody throws any mud at his principal, so they're questioning what exactly is going on with Peter Obi's legal team, rather media team. What is their modus operandi? What's their job? Is it that they don't understand how this thing goes? Okay, in that regard as well, Ohaneze Indibo, that is I very, very specifically believe is the Isuguzoro faction, that is the Okechukwu Isuguzoro faction, has said that Peter Obi lacks the political credentials to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They are adding that Obi's interest in the 2027 race could render the Igbos as political sacrificial lambs in Nigeria and also derail future political pursuits. Isuguzoro added that while the submission may be uncomfortable, it is the truth, and Ohaneze would not shy away from the bitter truth, noting that the Igbos are tired of plain opposition politics under Peter Obi's leadership. He said, with the utmost respect and unflinching candor, we must assert that you currently lack the political tenacity and the requisite ruthlessness essential to unseat a seasoned politician and incumbent President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the forthcoming 2027 elections. To allow the Igbo people to be lured into ill-prepared political battles under your leadership would be disastrous, posing a great threat to our collective survival. Such a scenario could render us political sacrificial lambs, further entrenching the stigma that identifies us as the most endangered group in Nigeria should you falter in your electoral pursuits. That it is essential to pause and reflect on the troubling question: why are the Igbos frequently regarded with disdain in Nigeria? Can we truly comprehend how a tribe once esteemed and revered, with illustrious forebears such as Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Dr. Michael Okpara, Dr. Francis Akanu Ibiam, and Dr. Jaja Nwachukwu, have been relegated from a position of prominence to one of inconsequence, now classified as a majority within a minority? This sobering reality demands our immediate and undivided attention. It is evident that the political miscalculations of figures like Mr. Peter Obi have significantly contributed to our current predicament. I'm trying to put my head around that space. I'm trying to understand what this means. So, because Peter Obi, from a Southeast extraction, decided to aspire like any Nigerian who has an interest to aspire, the Southeast is going to be a sacrificial lamb? Wow. This is really bad. Like, I don't understand. So, for real, you mean that he cannot aspire? So, even if peradventure he doesn't win, just because of what he's from the Southeast, he cannot be a candidate just like any other individual who can contest? What sacrificial lamb? Well, these are very interesting questions. I'll be speaking, because of this particular aspect of the conversation anyways, I'll speak with Darlington Agumwa via the telephone, Barrister Darlington Agumwa via the telephone, and I have Mr. Lawal Ekundayo right here. Mr. Lawal, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you.
Mr. Lawal, are you surprised with the spate of events in our political scene? We are already expecting that more of this will happen or more of this will occur. Barrister Darlington, good evening and thank you for joining us. How are you? How are you, sir? Welcome to the program. How are you?
I am fine.
Welcome. Barrister Darlington, did you listen to what Isu Guzoro is saying, the faction of the social cultural organization, saying that they would advise Peter Obi to stop his political pursuit, that it has kept the Igbos as sacrificial lambs in Nigeria, and that it would derail their future political pursuits? What does that mean?
You see, somehow I feel like agreeing with Isi Guzo, and somehow I feel like disagreeing with him. Because you know, when I started this OB article permutation, I was looking ahead. You know, I have always told you that look, if Peter should play with the article, he stands a very good chance. If after 2031, the pendulum swings to the south, nobody will contest it with the P2B. The southwest will not come up, and the south side will not come up. It will definitely be his turn, without any argument, without any hazards. But those who think that they know better are pushing P2B. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I don't understand what you mean, Barrister Darlington. Are you telling me that as a citizen of Nigeria, you do not have the right to aspire to
wait,
if you
wait,
want
Esther,
to...
please, wait, please. Who said that the people? You didn't hear what I said? You didn't hear what I said? Hold on, did I say that P2B have no right to contest?
You said so, but what is
We
the
are talking
sacrificial
of-
lamb here?
Hold on, I'm coming. I'm coming. Now, if P2B should go with or go alone, answer, be sincere to yourself. Can he make it on his own with the present permutation? Can P2B be able to challenge Tinubu and win him with the present calculations on board? Can he do that? So why are you people not looking at the future gain?
Okay, what's the future gain, Barrister Darlington? What's the future gain?
Personally, how can P2B be begging Nigeria that they want to support one term? Is it proper? Hold on, is that one proper? You want to contest an election and your people one term so that they will allow you to contest. It doesn't add up. Mention any politician in Nigeria that has done that. As if it's not your right. But if this issue come down to the southeast, and it is properly, zoned to the southeast, please, will such an attitude to come up? Will it come up? So please, whenever we are doing something, we should calculate very well.
Barrister Darlington, I want to understand something. I want to understand something. When last did you have anybody from the Southeast extraction put in their heart in the race to become a president? Again, we're not looking at it from that prism. Because I'm wondering what sacrificial lamb that you're referring to. Even if he doesn't win against the present government, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have what it takes to campaign, to become like any other Nigerian, to contest elections. So how will that be a threat to his race, to his ethnic group? Just because of what?
Look, I am not even looking at what Isi Guzo is saying. I am looking at what will bring success to the Igbos. If an Obi should contest with the Tinubu in 2027, I ask you a question here. Can he win on his own? You have not answered that question.
Barrister Darlington, even if he doesn't win...
If he fails, what happens?
what happens then? He's like Atiku Abubakar who has failed. He's like any other person who has campaigned for elections and failed. What will happen to their ethnic group? Atiku that has lost elections several times, what happened to his ethnic group? If he fails, he has failed. It doesn't mean anything will happen to his ethnic group.
The administration have changed. Remember when ADC came together in 2014, remember what was going on? There was a coalition against Jonathan.
Yes.
But in today's permutation, it has changed. ADC have altered everything. That is the truth. If there will be free and fair election in 2027, I have told you, I work with the OB free of charge without even him telling me. You and I know there will be no free and fair election in 2027. You and I know. So, why do you now want to make it look as if OB is not popular or is not relevant when he contests with a Tinubu? I ask you a question. Can he win a Tinubu? You have not answered. So, why do you want to go and throw away all your political capital? Why do you want to throw it away?
No, Barrister Darlington, throw away political capital. Wait. Throw away political.
The right time is what I'm saying.
It's not the right time.
What's the right time?
When is the right time, Barrister Darlington? When is the right time?
Look, if the right time is for him to work with Atiku, that's the right time. He cannot go alone. I have always opposed it.
Wow.
But we should not go alone.
Barrister Darlington, what I'm saying, for example, if he doesn't go alone, or according to you, if he cannot work with Atiku, then he should step aside, isn't it? Possibly because of.
I didn't say so.
Okay.
I didn't say so. I said yes. If he cannot work with Atiku, then there's no need, because going there to contest with Tinubu on his own, else they will rubbish Obi. Go to me. Tinubu will rubbish Obi. By that time, where will all of you be? That's my question. You can't answer that question.
Barrister Darlington, I'm trying to understand where will who be? Is the president a god?
Hold on. Look, the only thing that can ask everybody encourage Obi to work with Atiku. As simple as that.
Barrister Darlington, I want to let's understand something, because I don't know where this fear is coming from. I know that the political.
Who is afraid of what?
No, but the way you're sounding now feels like, oh, if Peter Obi decides to go alone against Tinubu and he doesn't win, something will happen to him or happen to his ethnic extraction.
No, hold on, please, don't misquote me. Please. What happened to him? I said he will lose. Hold on, he will lose relevance.
He will lose relevance.
Yes. The FCC will make a caricature of him. He will not turn to another Atiku who has contested and did not win. Is that what you want? No, is that what you? I ask you a question. If Atiku finish, who will you be looking up to in the south here? Will Tinubu come up again and say he wants to contest? The answer is no. So why is it that you people are not looking at what I'm saying? You have to answer the question. Can Obi win Tinubu in an election of this nature? Will Tinubu allow anybody to even defeat him? You have not answered me. If Obi said, now what happens to him and the people that are following him? They will lose what do you call it now? They will lose relevance. Everything will make mockery of him the same way they are mocking at
Barrister Darlington, they are making mockery every day. It's part of politics. It's part of the political terrain.
No. We don't want that. Obi should wait for the right time to strike. Not with Tinubu.
Obi says by 2031 he will no longer go into politics. So what do you mean by the right time to strike?
You can see what we are talking about. You can see what. How can he make such a statement? Please, is that not a naive statement to make? He will not even up to 70 years. He will not even be up to 70 years.
Do you know that by 2031 the Northern Bloc it's going to be their turn? Do you know that?
Atiku said no, we are talking about 2027.
Yes.
Atiku said yes, he's going to run for one term.
And you believe him?
Okay. You will not believe Obi. Who said he will run for one term? You will not believe Atiku, but you believe Obi. What are you telling me here now?
Okay, so Barrister Darlington, hold on. If Atiku says he's going to run for one term, then in 2031, what will happen in 2031? He would now support Peter Obi.
Of course, because Peter Obi supports supported him.
Barrister Darlington.
P2B supported him. He will not support P2B.
Barrister
That's what I'm
Darlington,
saying here.
I'm sorry to say this. Now you sound naive, because the North will, when it is their turn, they will definitely, not want to support a Southeasterner when they think it is their turn.
Okay, he will support who? They will support who? But they will support who? We don't support the another Yoruba man, or we don't support the South who when your Jonathan have already taken.
Barrister, you know how those people work. You know how they do their things.
Why did they work? No, don't tell me that. It's never the any other person except the Southeast now. What are you telling me? You should play his cards very well. Support the North so that that will support you. You don't know what I'm saying here? Why did the Tinubu got it? Is it not because he supported the Buhari? Can't you know what I'm saying here? You are not being calculative here at all. You are not being calculative. You are not. Obi is the US among all of them. So Ed is still on his back. Why do you support somebody so that it will be easy for him in 2031? What are you telling me here? Everybody just is he too old? Is it too old to go for 2031 so that it will be easy for him? I'm telling you that by that time nobody will challenge Obi.
Barrister Darlington, to be honest with you, this your permutation or this strategy you're reading out here, I don't believe it. I don't believe that. No, what I'm saying, I don't believe that by 2031. Hold on. I don't believe that by 2031, if, according to you, Peter Obi should hold the fort and possibly support an Atiku now, then an Atiku will be able to mobilize for him in 2031 when it is a time for the Northern Bloc. How do you know that Atiku has a major stronghold in the North? How do you know that Atiku resonates the voice of those in the North? It's not everybody. Otherwise, if that was the case, Atiku would have won elections with how many times he has been trying.
Hold on. This is your permutation. I told you that things have changed. In today's Nigeria, tell me that northern political figure that is coming out. That is coming out to challenge Atiku. Mention any person from the North today that himself and Atiku are sharing votes in the North. Mention the person's name.
Barrister, did you hear Atiku Abubakar say he's going to just do 4 years? Did you hear him ever? Whenever? Has he ever said and promised, just like Peter Obi did?
Hold on. That is the agreement they have to reach with Obi, because Obi has said one time. Remember that the need for this coalition is to remove power from Tinubu and APC. It's not the measure of this coalition. And we are saying anything that makes that happen, let it happen.
Barrister
You
Darlington.
understand what I'm saying here?
All right, thank you very much. I will call you back.
Can Obi win a Tinubu on his own? You have not answered that question, no. You are obedient. You have not answered that question.
So can an Atiku win? Can an Atiku win against Tinubu now?
Two of them, yes, hold on. Two of them cannot win if they run separately. Answer, they cannot win. APC came together for us all from PDP. The coalition of ADC has to come together or do the same thing to APC.
All right, Barrister, before I let you go, did you hear the insert I played of what this guy, what's his name, Asari Dokubo, said against Peter Obi? Anyway, it's not the first time, he has always been against Peter Obi. I recall last week, the same Asari Dokubo said he's no longer going to align with the Southwest. According to him, he said Yorubas are betrayers. I don't know why he came up to just say that. And then all of a sudden, he went to his Facebook page, went out and said that Peter Obi is a drug baron, and that if at all Peter Obi emerges or is the president, who will pull him down. And we've not heard any reaction, however, from the quarter of Peter Obi. Where is this part of the politicking of propaganda, where you use digital media to assert yourself and whatever curry favor? Can you briefly explain that so that I can go ahead with Mr. Lawal?
He who are elected was proof. I said Peter Obi not to take this lightly, because since Peter Obi run as governor of Anambra, up to today, we have never had this type of scandal. Only as Farid Dokubo will tell us where he got this from. So Peter Obi should take this man to court. Let him come and prove what he's saying.
Oh, he sounded confident. He said Peter Obi should take him to court. He sounded confident that there is evidence that it's on Google, it's everywhere. I don't know where. I haven't seen or heard such a story.
Everywhere.
I'm just hearing that from him for the first time.
Esther, everywhere, yet nobody has ordered it to be out. Everywhere, where? Everywhere. Is it in US? Is it in UK? Is it in Colombia? I don't get it. Where is everywhere? Peter B should take him to court. Let him come up with evidence and evidence. Anybody can write anything, but can you do it? The one we are proving, why is Peter B, actually the court not talking about it? The one that they are fighting to close the case in the US today. The one that they are fighting not to release their record. Why is Asari Dokubo not talking about it? You can see what happened when you are over gentle. The one that is evident that everybody know about is everybody talking about it. And Asari Dokubo come out to boldly today and accuse the people of the same thing, even though there is evidence on ground. This is what I'm telling you. You can see what this gentleman arrangement or gentleman behavior is possible to be. You can see what I'm talking about. I've always told you people here that Nigerian politics is not as if you are saying it.
Barrister Darlington, according to him, he said that it's not the first time this information came out. That the last time he did, Peter Obi did not dispute it, did not discountenance it, did not do anything about it, and that's why he's repeating
When
it.
was that? When was that?
Again, that's what he said. I said I am just hearing it from him for the first time. My question is, my question is, Barrister Darlington, the fact that this is the period for this kind of politicking, but do you want to mudsling and defame when you have nothing to prove? And even if Peter Obi, according to you, takes him to court, a couple of Nigerians don't trust the system, especially if the system you're not a preference of the system.
Look, it's not every case that will just die in court. In this particular case, now, Asari Dokubo has to come and present the evidence.
And I asked, I said, is it with the current system that obviously has its preferences? For Peter Obi, do you think that justice will hold sway?
I don't want to be specific on this matter. I deal on facts, please. Let us not even talk across the lip until we get there. Okay, are you telling me now that Peter Obi should keep quiet over this?
No, I'm not saying you should keep quiet. I'm just saying with the current system.
What alternative except to go to court? He has to go to court and Sari will not come out and tell us. The one that actually the one that has been proven by article. Why is it nobody talking about? Why is nobody talking about it? Tell me. That one that is even more scandalous than what is alleging of Peter Obi. Why is it not talking about that? It has to be Peter Obi. He even says that he has done more than Peter Obi. He has been arrested more than Peter Obi. Why is that Asari comparing himself with Peter Obi? As far as I'm concerned, Asari is a suspected criminal. The school is due to the Republic of Benin that Buhari closed down. Where did he get the money? What exactly is his work? What is he doing? What business is Asari doing? To have the money to go and build a school somewhere. What business exactly is he doing? You can see what I'm talking about. They will accuse you of what they are very guilty of.
All right, Barrister
He wants to get back to ADC. Hold on. He wants to get back to ADC. You know, he has been out of favor. So he's looking for a way to come back. This scandal, this type of allegation, the ADC and Tinubu will like you so much. They will like you so much.
Oh, it has circulated already. I said it has circulated already. I said this.
Yes, you who are like this must let this circulate. These are evidence. Yeah, by the time Obi goes to court, he will not think this is as evidence. Because if you just press something and not really pay attention, it may look as it's true, especially this particular issue now, this particular allegation. That's what I'm saying.
All right,
so somebody will not show up.
I'll call you later, all right? Because I know that questions will come your way. Mr. Lawa Ekundaya, do you have a different perception to what Barrister Darlington said? I find it worrisome with what Isiguzuro is saying. Any Nigerian has a right to campaign. For example, if I want to run for presidency, I can't join any of the political parties so long as I'm able to galvanize, get support, and get money. So because of my ethnic extraction, and possibly I don't win, so my race will be in trouble, because the kind of fear Isuguzoro is putting out there, I don't understand. And when he said the future political pursuit of the Southeast, future political pursuit is when? Since 1999 that we supposedly assumed democracy. Future political pursuit.
Can I come in now?
God, please
let me have the floor. You can rest a little. Now let me say something. Let me bring the the minds of Nigerians back to what happened some years ago when Obasanjo spent 8 years.
Okay.
It was the turn of the knot, as they used to say.
Yeah.
Then Yaradua came in. He spent 2 years. Why didn't the knot finish it? It came back to the South. Have you forgotten?
Because I was the vice president.
Good.
Based on the constitution.
Wait now, because you keep saying North and South, and I keep telling you that this thing is one of the problems that we are facing in this country. When you keep saying North and South, North and South, North and South, it creates a lot of disjunctions. It gives the politicians opportunity to divide the people, and they get away with what they want to get away with. That's why the country is not moving forward. Look at, I said it. Why did they now allow Jonathan to continue and then get elected again, so that he spent 6 years in office? Have you forgotten? They're supposed to have told him that no, the North has not finished now. It remains 6 years for the North. Therefore, you are not going to go. You still remain the vice, and then the North will now get somebody else to continue pending when the North now finish his own. But no, they let somebody from the South to continue and finish it. Thereafter, Buhari came in. So why did they keep saying it's the turn of the North will do 8 years, South will do 8 years, this and that, and that? This is totally one of the problems that we are facing in this country that is dividing us. These politicians, they are not concerned about development in this country. They are concerned about grabbing the power, pocketing the power, and using it for their selfish interest.
Okay,
they turn themselves into demigods.
Mr. Lawa, in respect to what Isuguzoro is saying, that's what I want you to address.
I'm coming to that.
Okay.
You see, we need to look at the antecedent.
Because of the time, I need you to be on the spot of it, please.
See, we need to. I need to clarify. We can't just jump into, because that is one of the problems we are facing. Nigerians have disjointed knowledge. Their miseducation. Their education is misdirected towards what they want to tell them. They don't want the Nigerians to listen to the truth. And this is creating problems. That's why I brought them back to the Jonathan era. They should go and think about it and stop this this thing. Now, if you want to be president of Nigeria, go around the 36 states and prove yourself. And let the people in each state vote for you. That's the way it's done in America. Do they see them zoning anything? Even though they have zonings, they don't care, because you need to convince the people of each state. You go around.
So why the fear?
That is why it is. That's why I tell that it is easy. Just pick somebody, 1 or 2 persons from that extraction of that person you want to damage his image. Settle that person. When you settle the person is from the extraction of the person you want to damage. Then the person will now begin to say what he wants to say.
Are you sure that Isuguzoro is not speaking based on what has been happening recently? So I want to read out. Let me read out.
It's working for somebody, for him to be saying that. What do you mean by?
Just listen to what he actually said. I want to use his words. In response to the inquiries from 3 northern groups regarding the potential reactivation of the Eastern Northern Alliance of the First Republic, as well as their concerns about Mr. Obi's associations with secessionist activists in the Southeast, we wish to clarify our position unequivocally. Ohaneze Indibo remains open to any arrangement that will enable Igbos to conduct their legitimate businesses without facing discriminatory state policies or being unjustly targeted as an endangered community. We affirm our unwavering commitment to the unity of Nigeria, pledging our loyalty to the Constitution of Nigeria, and extending our total allegiance to all constitutionally elected offices, including the presidency held by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In other words, for Peter Obi to continue his pursuit, there will be discrimination against the Igbos. They will definitely be targeted. They feel that their communities will be isolated. There'll be no support from nowhere, probably because the Igbos are scattered all around. And it's basically because of the threats that have been coming on. And so the fact that what happened in 2023, when shops and businesses were burnt and all of that. My question is this: why should people feel this kind of fear?
Esther, it's not fear. Stop saying this.
It's what now? Are you not listening to what he said?
Listen to me. This is not fear. This is a man speaking from his pocket. You keep saying fear.
Okay.
This is a man speaking from. That's why you are not listening to me. This is a man speaking from his pocket. That's why I said, if you want to damage something, somebody, what they do is that they'll pick somebody that is close, that is from your extraction, settle that person, use that person to speak to you in order to distract you. These are people who speak from their pockets. So what's he saying? This what he's saying is totally irrelevant to what is in Nigeria. It's totally irrelevant anywhere in the world.
Okay.
That's why I tell you that people like this are people they select, settle them to do what, to work for them. What do you mean by endangered species? Well, when they speak some things, they don't check the dictionary before they speak it. You are calling human being endangered species.
I don't understand.
That it doesn't. See, look at the word. It doesn't know that. You should go and read that. You should go and
all the Northerners who campaigned at the time and they lost. Were they targeted?
Esther,
were the properties destroyed?
Wait, I'm coming. Let me finish my sentence. Let me learn. See,
wow.
so just abandon this one that is talking. Just abandon him. You get it? Second, when you talk about Indigbo,
a faction, that's
that's what even the totality of Indigbo.
Yeah.
Totality of Indigbo is a body. It's a body that is extracted from the people. So it is not the totality of the people. People can come out and say, no, this is what we want. And the Indigbo has no choice other than to do what they want, because the people, they are the extraction of the people. That's why it is easy to scatter. The moment look at what they did to labor. You just get one or two persons, and then the moment they are working for you, they scatter what they want to scatter. Look at what is happening in the PDP. And so these are people that we should ignore. They have been, they are doing what is from their pocket. So that's why they come into the press, so that the press will help them blow it out. If the press did not blow it out, who will listen to people like this? You should go to the streets and talk to people like this. You should go to and talk to Igbos like this, whether they will not stone him.
All right.
Then third, I am coming. See, each time you talk, some people will begin to mention Igbo. That's why I don't like what Azata said. Because you keep making Peter Obi look like Igbo president.
He's sort of a nationalist.
No, this man I've told you many times. He's not an Igbo president. He's a Nigerian president. He keep talking about he wants to fix Nigeria. He keep talking about the problem. He never talk about I have problem in my area. My people are being marginalized. He never said so. He's talking holistically about the problem that the whole Nigerians are facing, and he's giving his own solution. I think he's not talking about my Adamawa area. This is what we are. No. So that he's talking holistically. That this is what Nigerians are facing. I want to be present to fix this whole thing.
My question is that in all of this, why Peter Obi? He's not the only person who wants to run in 2027. You have Rotimi Amici, you have Atiku Abubakar. There's a possibility that what's this guy's name that was part of the G5? There's a possibility that he may declare his intention very soon. There's also a possibility that El Rufai would say that he also wants to run for president. And then the SDP, SDP presidential candidate, Adeyemo or something, Adebayo, he also says he wants to run for 2027. At least that one is also of the Southwest. So why are we not hearing such talks about these individuals every day when they have also indicated their interest, but you're only hearing of Peter Obi every time. Go to the news or all the media outlets, all the conversation. Recently, Professor Jerry Ghana was saying that they need to get Peter Obi to join the PDP. He is their product, and they've spoken to his team. We don't know who this team is, to possibly speak with him so that he can join the PDP. Now, a lot of people are scared about that. Why will you join a political party that Nyesom Wike is still part of when you know that you already know what the intention is? A couple of people feel that Wike has dissolved the PDP, rendered it completely useless, and that was the aim, so that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu can have a direct access in 2027. Obviously, that's why he's seen as one of the powerful ministers in the country as it stands. So why would you want a Peter Obi to come join the PDP? What chance do you think with this current structure on ground? The ADC themselves have come to explain why they have not gotten governors to possibly defect to their party. So there's still a lot of hop shop. And Peter Obi, despite the fact that he has indicated, he says he's in the Labour Party, but we've not really seen him with any one of them lately. He's just been doing his own thing. So why his name? And I want us to listen to this briefly because it's time for us to actually get responses. Okay, hold on. Sorry. So let's listen to this.
Formidable presidential candidate to have come out from the southeast. Since Azikwe. Peter Obi is a very, very formidable politician now because of the passionate followers that he has. It's because of the reach.
Can we say he's the Buhari of the southeast of sorts?
Yes, he's a Buhari. Don't forget, Peter Obi won Lagos in 2023. With Tinubu on the ballot.
He defeated
the Lagosian, the ex-governor of Lagos, called Bola Tinubu. So Peter Obi has basically inherited that Zikist political followership. And I tell you that even in the north now, a lot of people, especially young people, especially educated people, are saying that it's time for a southeastern president. And they see hope and promise in Peter Obi. The message to Tinubu is that minus him and his cabal, the entire country is against him.
So, yeah, that was an interview. One of the Northerners speaking there. So quickly, please, what's your response so we can open the phone lines?
What I want to say is that you take care of the biggest problem. That's the first thing you do. You leave the small one because that one is not giving you much problem. You take care of the one that is bigger so that you can have time to take care of the younger. If you focus your energy on the ones that are lower, that are not giving much problem, the bigger one will collapse you.
Okay.
Will finish you off. So you focus more attention on the bigger ones so that you can take care of the bigger ones with all your energy. Then the smaller ones will just disappear. I think that is what Obi is. Okay. It's like the biggest headache
for them.
Yes.
Now.
Yes. That's
so they're not afraid of the others. They don't think the others.
I've told you my own now. That is the biggest headache. You take care of the biggest headache, the biggest problem you first. Before, if a father doesn't have a job and the children have not eaten, you have to prioritize which one is the bigger one. Should I go out and go for a job? I should go out and beg for food to feed the children. Now, so to them is the biggest problem, and that is why they are directing all their armament, all their artillery towards him at all. And that's why some people are saying he should respond. I don't.
But do you agree that the APC is really more organized? Because as it stands now, they've kicked off a massive registration drive. 11 states committing to 50 million votes.
Let me tell you something.
In fact, during the 14th National Executive Committee meeting in Abuja, the president emphasized the need for grassroots mobilization.
Wait now. You keep you talk a lot. Let me tell you something.
I'm just telling you what is actually
let me tell
in the
you
political
something.
space.
In 2023, which party was the most organized? Is it not APC? Were they not giving a run for their money? Even by somebody even thought we will not even get anywhere.
I asked that question because of how the opposition is.
Even when Jonathan was there, because you are looking at figure. Now, look, when Jonathan was there, PDP was the most formidable party. Was that not true?
Yes.
And they lost. So even in 2023, APC had a big run for their money. We know what really happened. So that one is on one side.
But in 2023, you still had a PDP sort of that seemed to be okay. A Labour Party came up, but now you don't have a PDP. Labour Party, Desiree, SDP question mark, ADC. They seem to be trying to get themselves together. So that's why I'm asking the question.
That's why I told you that you take care of your biggest headache first, your biggest problem. That's the one you focus on, because when you focus your energy on the biggest one, by the time you solve that, the smaller ones will just begin to get faded out. That is what is happening. The first thing is this. It's the first thing is this. In permutation, your opponent, you have to give him a big headache. One of it is for you to damage his name, his reputation, so that the people who believe in him begin to seek questionable reasons
why they should.
And begin to doubt. So that is one of the. Second, you begin to make him run around anywhere he wants to put his leg into. You put
issues.
Yes, you put nails there so that I will not be able to put his leg down. It's part of the game. That's why you see all these people coming out to speak. Aside the people coming out to speak, all these coming out to speak, and many of them say out of point. In fact, most of them, they say out of point. But what they want is that they are speaking to the minds of Nigerians.
All right. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. That's the number. Hello. 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name, please?
Charles from Festac.
Charles from Festac.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Charles, please go ahead.
I'm from the same state with you. Why? But the way my people are campaigning against Atiku on this occasion is getting me irritated. Every time from morning till night, every program, Atiku should set up, Atiku should do this, Atiku to. It's getting too much now. They shall allow this man to preach. Atiku has not come out to tell me that he contests, even if he's contesting, but he step down for P2P. So he can go to another political party now, or see the ADC. This man went round after 2023 election. He went to Chicago State University to bring results against this man. What did Obi do and his supporters? This man has to be going out. He was the one that called these people together, the coalition together. He called up politicians from North, South, East, and everywhere, called them together. So after cooking the soup, he should now, hand it over on the platter of those to I want to be about South Eastern. I want, somebody from Saudi to be president. It's not this way that you people are, my people are castigating the every day they call him from morning to night. So anytime
who is castigating him? Nobody castigated him now, Oga. But nobody castigated him on the program now.
No. It's just speaking generally. It's not speaking about it.
But nobody castigated Atiku. I don't even think anyone is really speaking about Atiku.
It's about that issue of he should step down. It's got some people making a speech, press release that he should step down. He's too old, this and that. That's why he was saying those things.
We didn't discuss that here.
No, yes.
In fact, his Ambassador Darlington is supporting him.
It's got nothing to do with what we discuss here. He's just talking generally.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
Hello.
I can hear you. What's your name?
Hello.
080-3692-9933. That's the number to call. 080-3692-9933. Okay, and the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. That is the WhatsApp number to send your messages to. I don't know why some of you are calling on WhatsApp, but it's not. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello. Why would they do like this? I don't tell you. Say me, they put on your radio. They hear. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
I'm okay, my sister. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Please, what's your name?
I'm Larry calling you from Ikeja.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, our guest. Yeah, on point, Mr. Secondary. I'm enjoying your speech.
Good evening.
Yeah, and secondly, my sister, I love what Mr. Darlington say. If you look at how the parties are structured now, If you look at PDP, where you say Obi should run, they have planted a vote there. Labour Party, APC have planted a vote there. So those two places are no-go area. So looking at the kind of person this current president is, the only thing he knows is politics. So for you to hit him below the belt, the mistake Obi and Atiku did is to run differently in 2023. If you say they run together, all these things we are facing now, we won't have faced it. So let two of them unite together. Because politics is not 1 plus 1. 2. Politics 1 plus 1, it can give you any answer. So I support what Mr. Lawrence is saying. Let Obi start from 5. Because of the person in power now, it will pay him better than for them to run separately. It won't work. Nigeria is not mature to run that kind of, see the sham that they did in 2023 called the election. So I support what Barrister Danson is saying. Let Obi step on Atiku. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you. 08036929933 08036929933. A lot of you are saying why Peter Obi all the time. Trust me, that's basically the politics. That is basically the politics. Trust me, all the political conversation surrounds him. If you're on X, Twitter, that's a conversation. Peter will be this, Peter will be that, Peter will be this, Peter will be that. Agreed, he has a mind of his own. But then when you begin to hear assertions, persons casting aspersions, you're wondering where are all this coming from? Okay. So again, and then you ask the question why. 08036929933. Hello. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you, sir? Welcome.
My name is Mr. James.
Mr. James, location, sir.
Hello.
I can hear you, Mr. James. Location.
Hello. Hello, sir.
I can hear you. 08036929933. That is a number to call, and the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. That is the number to send your messages to. All right. Meanwhile, the WhatsApp number, the number to call is 08036929933. Hello. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Hello?
You're in a noisy place. How do you want to hear me? 08036929933 08036929933. I'm going to read some messages. Esther, please, I want to know if you're an agent of APC. The way you are defending Tinubu's government is unimaginable, especially whenever Barrister Darlington is with you. Please tell Tinubu that the poor masses are suffering too much. Lawrence from Ikoton. Lawrence, I want to believe that you didn't join this conversation from the beginning, and maybe you did not comprehend the questions I asked Barrister Darlington, because if you properly comprehended, you wouldn't have written what you wrote now. Okay. People didn't believe me when I said that. Okay, no, this is not it at all. Okay. Good evening to you, Esther. Note clearly that 95% of political analysts on radio stations and televisions now have been dollarized. This is first-hand information. The truth is even in front of you, and it's very easy for you to detect it. It's a pity. Okay. Good evening. Thank you very much. Please, Barrister Darlington, I used to give you respect and I have regards for you, but now it clearly shows that you're eating the forbidden fruit. People are getting tired. You're speaking Igbo man for that matter. Ezekwesili Mwafo from Ojo Barracks. Well, a lot of persons think like he does. A lot of persons see things from his prism as well. Please, Barrister Darlington, you are confusing us. I don't believe the majority understand you. You aren't making sense at all. Go for article if you like. No one cares. Chris Onyema Uchechuku Trade Fair. Happy Sunday, Esther. Okay. Mr. Kundaya, Barrister Darlington, VOP family, a political landscape has been polarized, and the only means to wealth currently is political psychophancy. This is the beginning. The subsidy money will be channeled towards psychophants. May God save our land. Amici from Mafoluku. All right, 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Please turn down the volume of your radio quickly.
I'm not behind the radio. I'm far from
Turn off your radio completely.
All right.
All right, turn it off. It's still on.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm from Surulere.
Okay.
Hello?
I can hear you, sir. Your name?
Hello?
Go ahead and speak. You know I can hear you, so
Hello?
go ahead. What's wrong? Why can't they hear me?
Hello?
Oga, please just go ahead. I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
What I really want to think about what is happening let us give Peter Obi the chance to grow if he can do it for us. Not about one person, not party or whatever. We should give the person that can favor Nigeria. As in, I can do what Nigeria needs for us. That's what we want. No really need out
All right.
from Sulu.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for calling. Okay. 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. Hello. Good evening. How are you, sir? Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Hello.
I can hear you, sir. Good evening.
Hello.
I can hear you, sir. Good
Can
evening,
you hear
sir.
me?
I can hear you very well, sir. What's your name, please?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir. Okay, let me put
Hello.
I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening,
This
sir.
is
What's your
City
name?
Hello, City calling from Mushi.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Please, I'm of this opinion that Peter Obi should be given a chance. The truth is this: Atiku will stand Peter Obi's white. Peter has been able to build a reputation for himself for years. If Peter should deputize Atiku, and Atiku doesn't do well, it will be said that during his tenure they didn't do well. To me, it's better Peter doesn't run with Atiku at all and wait till 2031. If at all, that's the answer. It's better he doesn't run with Atiku at all. Because the truth is that Atiku might not do well and it will send Obi's white. So instead of Obi to deputize him, it's better he stay off the ticket at all. That's my own opinion.
All right.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Thank you very much for calling. Bonsoir, Esther Wachkwan, Barrister Darlington, Mr. Lawal Kundai. My name is Oji Kalu from Benin Republic. I want to ask Darlington, how many times have Northwesterners supported Igbos to become president of Nigeria? I'm very sorry. Nigeria belongs to Yorubas and Northerners. Wow. I don't know. Why is that mindset? Why that mindset?
That's why I told them to change that mindset.
Why
Just
that
stop looking
mindset?
at yourself as marginalized.
Don't mind
You
that mindset.
think about the way others think,
Nigeria
and then you go
belongs
for
to
it.
everybody.
Nobody
Hello.
will give
Good
it to
evening.
you.
How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening,
This
sir.
is
Welcome.
Babajide Lawansin.
Babajide Lawansin, welcome, sir. How are you, sir?
For me, by also next to yes.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
I congratulate you and the analysts. You are doing a very good job.
Thank you, sir.
As for me, you see, I still have the strong conviction that Mr. Peter Obi can win on his own.
Okay.
With respect to Barrister Darlington.
Okay, sir.
Now, he is not talking of the popularity. Peter Obi never invented any popularity or hired any popularity. These are what will count. This is what will bring about the will of the people to vote. If he can get a good northerner as his able lieutenant who can help him with his team to capture votes from the north. You can see every corner on social media too. Though I don't bank on social media. In Nigeria, one-on-one, everybody, Peter Obi.
That's the truth. Yeah.
You see, I don't want him to go and mix or mingle himself with the people of that character. This man kept saying, I want to fix Nigeria. Let us have listening here. You see,
Okay.
Peter Obi can win. And I don't believe anybody is an island on his own, that President Tinubu cannot be defeated. In the US, a big president not defeated. So let us face reality. That's my own take. Peter Obi should be pushful on his mission.
Alright.
He can be the president. What is saying? What is preventing him from winning? They are the people who will vote for him now.
Yeah.
So long it is not tampered with. So that's my point.
Thank you so
very
much, sir. Thank you, sir. Good evening, VOP. Please, if there is a free and fair election, Obi will win. Barrister Darlington, that is your opinion. Afterwards, because Ekweme overthrew Shagari so that Ekweme will not be president. Now you're now supporting Obi to support Atiku. Is it a crime for Atiku to support Obi? Or must it be Southeast to support the North? Obi from Akbakba. Good evening, Esther. Igbos don't know how to play politics. They always betray their own. Godwin from Ijigu. Ha! Godwin. Okay. Is 2023 not a good lesson to learn from? Wouldn't it be foolishness to repeat the same mistake? Obi stands a chance with Atiku. It's common sense. Why should anyone act surprised unless they're clouded and naive and destined to fail by repeating bad history? You see how some people of the Southeast are dubiously confused and irresponsible? These are the people that would complain about marginalization tomorrow, and people like Mr. Darlington would deny them as Igbos. Can you just listen to the statements by Ohaneze Indibo, another unscrupulous group that wants to buy 200 million naira form for Tinubu? What a joke. Again, does Peter Obi have a media team? If he does, then why are they as dead as dodo? A terrorist militant element whose name is not worth mentioning would go on social media to make some irresponsible statements about a man, or is the militant terrorist mistaking Peter Obi for Tinubu? My annoyance is that Peter Obi would sit and do nothing even if you take a clipper and shave his head while he's awake. Tay is angry. This man is really, really angry. Good evening, Esther. Barrister Darlington Lawal. I have advice for Darlington. Please, my brother, you have made your point on Atiku and Obi tickets. Records have been taken. Slow it down, as it is with me when going out. I always stop by newspaper stand to hear self-acclaimed news and propaganda analyst. You were the topic of discussion on how Atiku gave you and Andy. Who is Andy? Who is Andy?
I don't know.
Is it kind of the Conquer he's referring to Andy? Oh, he living in bondage film that his name was Andy.
Okay.
Said you were the topic of discussion on how Atiku gave you and Andy money to be attacking your brother Obi. I asked which paper. They answered now for VOP they talk. Even another place, woman would try stop him. You know go agree stop. If you don't stop the marketing him, that you are. If I see him, their words about you were unprintable. You may think they are useless, but neglecting them may be detrimental. They may be grassroots agents or politicians. If I have to say from now, let it be known I don't want to talk about it. Esther, one love. Nigeria will be great again. Chris Nkoye from Ikotu. Okay. Good evening. Good evening, Esther. I think it's not proper to bring Peter Obi's discussion to Darlington. This is somebody with all the knowledge he claims to have in politics. Has he won any position even in his primary school? Barrister Darlington is among the enemies of the new Nigeria that is possible. What did Atiku do in 2023 election? Barrister Darlington will want to ask questions that have no answer. Don't allow him to turn to be moderator. Did Peter Obi win Tinubu and Atiku in 2020? What we should be preparing for now is to protect the vote. Phillips Aoye. Everybody's scared of Peter Obi in this election, pure and simple. Phillips Aoye. Good evening, Esther. I'm disappointed that the barrister stands and feels like he does not know what he's saying. If Atiku loves Nigeria, not fighting for himself, he should step aside and support Obi to save Nigeria. If elections should be free and fair, Obi will beat all of them. Sydney from Ejigbo. Good evening, Esther. I'm disappointed by barrister's submission on Obi and Atiku. No one can win without the support of other region. Atiku is old by 14 years. Obi will be 78 years. Then people will say he's old and cannot rule. It's either Obi or Tinubu should continue to 2031. Tony Ugoji from Ejigbo. Good evening, Esther. Okay, this thing is not responding to me anymore. Austin, my mouse is not responding again. Oh. Good evening. The question about zoning does not hold in opposition camps for now. Accordingly, you can't zone what you have not got. It is when you have power that you can choose to zone it. And that is the so-called gentleman agreement. But the ignorant have continued to say power must remain in the South for the next 4 years. Atiku's resignation from the PDP is correct because he must be different from Wike and the rest that remained but fraternized with the incumbent to sabotage all his efforts at putting the PDP's house in order. Second is Atiku, having heeded the calls of the people, has supported coalition. Why do people talk in a confusing manner? This person says, for the first, good evening, Esther Wachko and your in-house guest. Does it not surprise you that late General Buhari is a Democrat more than President Bola Tinubu, who claimed he fought for democracy in Nigeria? A book of anti-democracy principles of Bola Tinubu, Kingsley from Surulere. For the first time, I disagree with the barrister. The time of the northern Nigeria starts from 2031 to 2039. This is the North will not let go. All right, Kingsley from Surulere. Okay, good evening, Esther and the guests in the studio. Please let Darlington stop underrating Peter Obi's capabilities. Let him not forget that Obi and Atiku contested with Tinubu in 2023 and lost. Even Atiku and Darlington is projecting never made any special impact that stopped Tinubu. Okay, Peter Obi needs not to go to any court with a miscreant who wants to be relevant in the country. Silence is the best answer for a fool. Isu Guzuri is not a representative of the Igbo Association and should not be listened to. Its talk is not even making the Igbos not relevant to this country and not Obi's intentions to run as presidential candidate. Isu Guzuri is working for APC. All right, I'm ashamed that VP is giving attention to this ramble razzers like Fahashi Asari Dokubo. They're working for their paymasters. Obi cannot defeat Tinubu with his gentlemanship approach. I love your two analysts. They have said the truth. There is nothing like south turn or not turn. It's employed by APC to create confusion so that they can run away with this election. Nana from Egbeda. All right, Mr. Lawal Kondaya, what do you say based on the generality of what a lot of people have said on WhatsApp and their calls?
See, that's why you see Nigerians should be wiser. I see that they are getting wiser. I love it.
Okay.
But they should continue because at this age we are now is the age of the people. It's not the age of the politicians.
Okay.
We already know their games, so it's not new again. Divide and rule, create propaganda, do that, and then get on with it. Now, Nigerians, anybody you want to vote for, make sure that that person has the integrity. Look at how the person, where he was coming from. If he has held a post before, how did he get into that post? Did he go about campaigning, or he paid some people to sell to and share money and things for people? If that person is coming back again, you know that that type of person will not do well.
Okay.
So the solution is for Nigerians to be proactive, be better than these politicians.
All right.
Let them defend us. Anyone who cannot talk to you, forget about that person, even if it is your father.
Okay.
Forget, because we have seen fathers who actually use their children for ritual.
Okay.
And we have seen children who use their father for ritual.
Pastor
So
Darlington,
don't trust
quickly,
anybody.
In a minute, what's your final take?
Good. I heard what people said. And I don't want the Igbos to make another mistake. All this talk that you don't want Igbo presidency, you don't want this. Are you serious? I told you here that Nnamdi Azikiwe was playing African politics, Nigerian politics. At the end of the day, we didn't get anything. Why are they now saying that it is Igbo's turn? Then when they say it's Igbo's turn, they say, no, Peter Obi is not an Igbo president, he's a Nigerian president. The other people, which president are they? Esther, you can see that these people that are sponsoring this talk about Obi, they are APC people, APC sponsored people who are confusing Obi. I don't want him to be confused. Esther, as I talk to you now, Obi does not have a political base in the southeast. His home state, Anambra, he's not in good time with his governor. Meanwhile, Tinubu have Lagos in his kitty. In his kitty. So, what are you telling me that an Obi should not alliance with the North?
All right,
at least let us have an alliance with somebody.
Thank you, Barrister
We cannot,
Darlington.
a Southerner cannot take over from a Southerner
Thank you,
in
Barrister
2031.
Darlington.
It
Thank
cannot
you
happen.
so much. We need
It
to wrap
cannot
up.
happen.
We need to wrap up right about now. Thank you so much, Barrister Darlington and Mr. Lawal Ekundayo. Thank you for coming today. My name is Esther Nwachuku, ESTIQMEDIA on YouTube. Bye for now.